Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you my August and September to be read pile. So it's that time, it's time to do a TBR, and this is going to be for August and September, and I definitely have some books that I am very excited about, you guys. I'm always excited. Whenever I do my TBRs, you know, because I do them like bi-monthly or however, I'm just always excited. I always look forward to doing these videos. So yeah, before I do head into my September TBR, June and July TBR went very well. At first, I thought my TBR had been a little too ambitious, but things actually worked out quite nicely, and I got myself ahead for once. Sometimes I feel like I rarely get ahead with my TBRs. So yeah, I was actually able to start this TBR, my August-September. I was able to start it early, which I'll kind of talk about as I get into this video. I was able to start it early. So yeah, everything that I read in June and July, some things I love, some things I was a little disappointed with, but yeah, eventually I will get around to some video reviews for everything. But yeah, as far as written reviews, all of my written reviews are up on Goodreads, so if you want to go check out my Goodreads account. But yeah, video reviews will come sometime in the far future. They will come though. So yeah, let's get going with what I plan on reading for August and September. Like I said, I am excited. And as I've been doing for the year of 2021, I've been doing this big thing of a year of rereading. So I do have two books that I'm going to be rereading, one in August and one in September. Well, I guess it's going to be changed up a little bit. I guess I'll kind of explain that, because I had to kind of change that up a little bit because of one particular series of books that I'm reading, that it was going to take up a lot of my time. So I'm glad I got finished with my previous TBR early, so that way I can start something else, you know, early. So yeah, the first reread I'm going to do, this is technically for August, but I've already got it done. It's already done. I got it squeezed out at the very end of July, but it's already done, so this is technically for August. But yeah, that is Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister by Gregory Maguire. I love this book, you guys. I love Gregory Maguire. This is a retelling of a Cinderella, pretty much, but told from the ugly stepsister's point of view. And yeah, it takes place in Holland during the 17th century, and it's pretty much a retelling of Cinderella, you know, but like a zany, crazy version of Cinderella, you know, not the Disney version of Cinderella by any means. I mean, if you've read Gregory Maguire in the past, you know that his stuff is, you know, a lot more kind of sexy and adult and whatnot. But yeah, I love this book. I definitely can't wait to talk about this as part of my year of rereading in an upcoming video with you guys. Like I said, this was intended for August, but I got it done early. Once again, like I said, I'll tell you my big thing that I'm trying to accomplish for this TBR in a minute. So then, as part of my reread for September, I'm going to be rereading Mouse by Art Spiegelman, and this is the complete Mouse, you guys, the complete collection. And what you need to know about Mouse is that this is a graphic novel that's set during the Holocaust. And Art Spiegelman, he is telling the story of his father? Is it his father or is it his grandfather? Hold on, let me check. His father. I had to double check because I couldn't remember. I was like, wait, is it his father or his grandfather? Yeah, Art Spiegelman, he is telling the story of his father, what his father had to endure during the Holocaust. And so he puts it in a graphic novel format. And this book, the first time I read this book, I had to read it for a college course. I think it was a contemporary literature class, if I'm not mistaken. I read it for that class. This was easily my favorite thing that I read that semester in that class. And yeah, I decided, instead of selling the book back, I kept it. I was like, I am not selling this book back. I am keeping this book because I loved it that much. And the big thing with Mouse, not only is it a Holocaust story, a son telling the story of what his father went through during the Holocaust, not only is it that type of story, but the way the artwork is done. This is the big thing of the artwork. Like, Jewish characters are depicted as being mice, as the title of this book is, Mouse. The Jewish characters are depicted as being mice, and this is just so brilliantly clever. The Germans are depicted as being cats. You know, cats like to chase mice. It's a very brilliant, clever concept, and it totally works in this book. And every single country in this book is depicted with a particular sort of animal. Like Americans are drawn as looking like dogs. I think another one that like really comes to my mind, I think it's like the Poles. I think they're pigs. I think they're depicted as looking like pigs. But yeah, every single country, because there's various different countries that, you know, weave in and out. There's like Russians and, you know, I think Italians and Spanish and whatnot. Europeans, like the UK and whatnot. Every country, some animal is representing that country pretty much, and it's rather genius and brilliant. Is it kind of stereotypical? Is it kind of playing on those stereotypes of a country? It sort of is, but that's kind of the point. Art Spiegelman, I mean, that's really the point of the artwork, is to kind of have these stereotypical representations because of just the nature of World War II and how especially the Jewish people were treated and whatnot, and just, I mean, just every country, just how every country was just treating each other, you know, and there is a point and a reason to why everybody is animals, you know, why particular animals kind of representing that country, you know, like I said, it's purposely playing to the stereotypes on purpose. It's part of kind of the narrative, thematic messages of the book, if you will. That makes sense. But yeah, I love this graphic novel series, you guys. It's amazing. It is a hard read. Like I said, it takes place during the Holocaust. It is a very difficult, hard read. There are some really disturbing visuals in here, and yeah, because it is artwork, I mean, you're forced to look at those visuals, you know, you're forced to look at that stuff, and it's hard, but I love this book, and I definitely can't wait to do a reread of this and talk to you guys about it, because it's a masterpiece when it comes to graphic novels. So that is it for my rereads that I plan on tackling. So yeah, the big thing that I'm also tackling for this TBR, why I kind of was glad I started Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister early, I'm gonna be binging, you guys, the Lord John Grey series by Diana Gabaldon. If you know me, I freaking love the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon, and I have been anxious to get around to the Lord John Grey series. Lord John Grey is a supporting character in those books. He's like a really important supporting character. So yeah, when I found out that Lord John Grey had a series of books to himself, I was like, hell yes, I love him, because he's seriously one of my favorite supporting characters, you guys. So yeah, there's, what, 4 books here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 4 books in the Lord John Grey series, and they're all actually relatively short. And yeah, if you don't know anything about the Lord John Grey series, as I already mentioned, he is a supporting character out of the Outlander series, also by Diana Gabaldon. And yeah, the books take place in like the kind of the mid to late 1700s, you know, somewhere in there. So, and they kind of hop all over the place. Like in Outlander, you're in the first couple books, you're in Scotland, and then you move to France, and then, you know, the latter half of the series is moving into America. So I'm kind of assuming these Lord John Grey books are going to hop around a little bit as well, because Lord John Grey, he does hop around in various different locations with the main cast for the most part. So I'm assuming he's going to be kind of running around all over the place as well. But yeah, this first book in the series is Lord John and the Private Matter. Book 2 is Lord John and the Brotherhood of the Blade. Oh, that sounds mysterious. I like that already. Book 3 is Lord John and the Hand of the Devils. And then the final book is The Scottish Prisoner, which I'm guessing is referring to Jamie Fraser. And yeah, this book is gigantic. I can't wait to get to this one. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get to that whole series. And then I also decided, since I'm reading that series, I'm also going to go ahead and tackle the short story compendium, also by Diana Gabaldon. This is 7 Stones to Stand or Fall. And once again, these short stories are also connected and related to Diana Gabaldon's Outlander universe. So yeah, I figured just go ahead, read this, go ahead and read Lord John Grey. This is kind of a good time for me to be reading these, because the way I've been reading the Outlander books so far, I've been reading a book and then watching the current season, the TV season when it comes out. And then I repeat, you know, I read a book, watch series, read a book, watch series. And the thing is, because of the 2020 COVID pandemic or whatever, that of course delayed Outlander. So I already have the book read that's going to be corresponding with that season, which isn't even going to be coming out until sometime in 2022, I think. So I was like, you know what, since I have this gap here, I might as well catch up on these Lord John Grey books, and then yeah, this short story compendium, you know, while I'm waiting. So that way I'm at least having a little bit of something related to Outlander this year. So yeah, I am freaking excited for these books, yeah guys. If you guys have read the Lord John Grey series, or yeah, the short story compendium, yeah, if you've read those, let me know how they go, if you like them or not. And then believe it or not, even after all of that, I'm still going to have just enough time that I can squeeze out 2 more books, and that's going to be some Disney-themed books, because I've been trying to catch up on some Disney-themed books that I'm behind on this year as well. So yeah, the first one is going to be this one, Mother Knows Best, and this is part of the Villains series. This one's by Serena Valentino, and if you can't tell from the cover, this is like an origin story to Mother Gothel from Tangled. And as always with these covers, because you have Mother Gothel right here on the cover, and then behind it is Mother Gothel like when she's like old and decrepit, you know, before she takes out the magic from Rapunzel's hair and whatnot. So yeah, I love these covers. Are the books that good? No, they're not really that good. I've actually been very disappointed with this series, but I've been forcing myself to get through them because I have them all. And then yeah, the other Disney-themed book, this is part of the Twisted Tales series, and this is Mirror Mirror by Jean Kalanita. And this is what the Twisted Tales series does, if you don't know already, the author twists some part of the narrative. So yeah, this one, for instance, what if the evil queen poisoned the prince? Because we all know that the evil queen poisons Snow White. So instead of Snow White, what if she poisons the prince instead? So yeah, all of these books ask a sort of what-if sort of question and scenario. And so far, you guys, every single book that I've read in the Twisted Tales series, I have freaking loved. I've not been disappointed. Compared to the Villains series. The Villains series I have just been so horribly disappointed with. But yeah, the Twisted Tales series, magnificent so far. And so yeah, I'm very excited to get to this one, because I'm curious what that does to the narrative. You know, poisoning the prince instead of Snow White, because I'm assuming that's going to make Snow White, you know, be a much more proactive heroine, that it's going to be her kiss that has to wake the prince up, if that even works, you know. So yeah, I can't wait to get to this. So you guys, that is it for my very large TBR, but I think I've done the math correctly. I think this is all going to work out just perfectly, going out to the end of September. So you guys, in the comments below, any of these books that you have read or you plan on reading, just let me know your thoughts down below. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye guys.